On the news this morning, Anambra State government commenced Federal Road Safety Corps for intervention on roads. Anambra State Association of the Deaf launches first magazine for deaf community for Southeast. Police Service Commission commenced CBT for constable recruitment. And Russian government accuses UK of provoking Ukraine into attacking Russia territory. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround, maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good morning and welcome to the news. My name is Nonye Nwokoye. Anambra State Deputy Governor Dr. Onyekachukwu Ibezim has commended the efforts of the Federal Road Safety Corps FRSC in Anambra towards road traffic management. Dr. Ibezim made the commendation when the Anambra State Sector Commander of FRSC, Mr. Adeoye Irelewuyi, paid him a courtesy visit at the Government House, Oka. Emmanuel Chibata has details of that report.
Governor, who said that traffic management is part of the Anambra State government's plan during the 100 days in office for free flow of traffic, assured the command of the state government's support to the Corps. The deputy governor, who thanked FRSC for the visit, sympathized with the Corps on the loss of some of the operatives who were killed recently while on duty, and also promised to visit those hospitalized after the incident.
The young man now, and he's doing quite well. He's doing quite well. Having spoken to us, he's full of hopes. He actually came out of the intensive care unit yesterday, and he has commenced oral feeds. When someone that has passed through the intensive care unit starts feeding, taking by mouth, we can only say the medical care is excellent at that point. And I also had a close look at him. The hospital is doing very well, very well.
Earlier, the sector commander, Mr. Irelewuyi, congratulated the deputy governor on his election and reminded him of the inauguration of the State Road Safety Advisory Council, SASAS, to enable the technical working group to begin work, adding that the organization is usually headed by the deputy governor of each state. He commended his administration on its intervention on repairs of roads.
The executive governor of Anambra State and His Excellency the Deputy Governor for being so magnanimous to visit the staff that has been in the hospital. We are very encouraged by this move. All the officers and men of the FRSC in Anambra State are very, very encouraged. We could see that of a truth, this administration in the state is backing us up.
In Oka, Emmanuel Chibata, ABS News.
As schools resume for the third term of the 2021-2022 academic session, Commissioner for Education Professor Ngozi Chomaude has called on all stakeholders in the education sector to key into the drive to actualize Governor Chukwuma Soludo's mandate for the education sector. In a press release, Professor Chomaude directed the commencement of serious academic activities, urging all field officers to ensure compliance by embarking on serious monitoring of schools in the state. The Ministry of Education had issued the 2021-2022 academic calendar, indicating that the third term of the 2021-2022 academic session starts on Monday, 25th April 2022. The Anambra State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Afam Obidike, says that there are 241 million new cases of malaria in the world. Dr. Obidike stated this during a press briefing to mark World Malaria Day in Oka. Chibuzo Okoye has details.
The 2022 World Malaria Day has its theme as Advance Equity, Build Resilience and Malaria. According to the Commissioner, malaria is a preventable and treatable disease that continues to have a devastating impact on the health and livelihood of people around the world. World Malaria Day is internationally recognized, highlighting the global efforts to control malaria and celebrating the gains that have been made. Since the year 2000, the world has made historic progress against malaria, saving millions of lives. However, millions of people worldwide are still at risk of malaria. According to the World Malaria Report 2021, there were 627,000 malaria-related deaths in the 85 countries in the year 2020, and more than 2/3 of the deaths were among children under the age of 5, living in the African region, with 27% occurring in Nigeria. The Anambra Health Commissioner said that this year's theme reinforces how investments in ending malaria save lives and are pathways to improving economic growth and preparing for future health threats to achieve a safer world. Dr. Obidike noted that with the required financing, strong coordination, dedicated partners, and engaged communities in place, the Anambra can gain a great milestone in achieving a malaria-free Anambra, Nigeria, and Africa at large.
There were an estimated 241 million new cases of malaria and 627,000 malaria-related deaths in 85 countries in the year 2020. More than 2/3 of these deaths were among children under 5. So it's still that it's one of the major causes of under 5 mortality, which is now the reason why we should be able to focus more of it in preventing it. With 27% of this occurring in Nigeria, this is so much that we now know that for the use of just insecticide-treated nets, which the governor is going to make available next month with collaboration with Malaria Consortium, we actually help to prevent this death occurring, and our people will live a good life.
In Oka, this is Chibuzo Okoye for Abia News.
The Anambra State Association of the Deaf has launched the first magazine for the deaf community in southeast Nigeria. The launching of the magazine exploring the lived experiences of deafness, which was held at the Kenneth DKE Library, Oka, attracted members and friends of the association from within and outside Anambra State. Queen Anibogo reports.
The chairman of the Anambra State Association of the Deaf, Comrade Amobi Nwagu, said the magazine was put together to enable parents, children, governments, and non-governmental organizations to learn about deaf culture and all that pertains to the deaf and ways to end this discrimination against the deaf community. He also said that the magazine showcases the abilities of the deaf, noting that it is something that the association should be proud of. Comrade Nwagu expressed satisfaction with the turnout of people at the program, appreciated all that came, and expressed gratitude to former Governor Willie Obiano for his huge impact on the community in Anambra State.
You left your family, you left everything you were doing, and you worked to make sure that you come here. So I appreciate and God will pay you back. For coming here, that shows you are interested in what happens in the deaf community. So it is a great thing to us, and we are happy.
In a brief overview of the magazine, the secretary of the association, Comrade Douglas Izuchukwu, explained that the magazine is not only for the deaf, but for everyone and was designed to also create awareness about the deaf.
So please, you're welcome. Please support the association. We need you to support, buy this magazine, buy more, send to your family, let them learn. We just need to appreciate each and every one of you, both members and idol. Please, we need your sacrifice, support, to pay, to support, to buy, and also help us. You can buy more and share to people.
While unveiling the magazine, a former head of service in Anambra State, Mr. Harry Udo, said that deafness is not an impediment, adding that the present society is very conscious of inclusiveness and no longer discriminates against the disabled. Also speaking, the representative of Rule of Law and Anti-Corruption Program, Mr. Chigozie Chukura, disclosed that Rule of Law and Anti-Corruption is considering the need to establish a children's correctional facility in Anambra State and commended the disability community in the state for landmark achievements, while promising that Rule of Law and Anti-Corruption will continue to support them. In their separate comments, the chairman of Joint National Association of Persons with Disability in Anambra State, Mr. Gochukwu Okeke, and the national president of Deaf Women Association of Nigeria, Mrs. Helen Bioku Ase, said the unveiling of the magazine is the first of its kind in Southeast and Nigeria in general, noting that it is filled with the success stories of the deaf worthy to be celebrated.
On behalf of John Abia, Anambra State, we'll be making maybe 5 copies of this magazine.
Drama that depicted the consequences of discriminating against the deaf also featured during the event. Queen Anebogu, ABS News.
The Police Service Commission has expressed satisfaction with the conduct of the computer-based test held nationwide for police applicants for the Constable's Cadre in the Nigerian Police Force. According to PSC, the exercise was successful in virtually all the 36 states of the Federation, including the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. In a statement by Head Press and Public Relations PSC, Mr. Ikechukwu Ani, the Commission delegation across the states confirmed there were no incidences of severe hitches or breakdown of computers. Alhaji Smith, who was the national coordinator, said the Commission will ensure that the successes recorded would be sustained and improved upon. The Commission had earlier organized a training program for its staff where they were exposed to the rudiments of their assignments. On business news, the Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning has approved implementation of the ECOWAS Common External Tariff 2022 to 2026, which provides for a slash in import duty of pickup vehicles to 10% without payment of the controversial National Automotive Council levy. The circular signed by the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Dr. Zainab Ahmed, was transmitted to the Comptroller General of Nigeria Customs Service, Colonel Hamid Ali. The minister instructed that single and double cabin pickup vehicles under the heading of 87.04 should attract 10% import duty with no levy, both old and new. However, freight forwarders who spoke with newsmen lamented that a long line of pickup trucks are currently trapped at a PTML Customs Command because the Customs Area Controller of the command has refused to comply with the directive. However, Public Relations Officer of the PTML Customs Command, Mr. Yakubu Mohammed, debunked the allegations of the freight forwarders. On the foreign scene, the Russian government has accused the UK of provoking Ukraine into attacking Russian territory. Russia's defense ministry said it was ready to hit decision-making centers in Kyiv should such attacks occur. The presence of Western advisors at such centers might not affect its decision to retaliate, it added. It comes after a UK defense minister said it was not necessarily a problem for Ukraine to use UK-supplied arms against military targets in Russia. James Hipper said Ukrainian military strikes to disrupt supply lines were a legitimate part of war and described Russian claims of NATO being in conflict with Russia as meaningless. Russia has claimed Ukrainian forces have attacked targets within its territory, including an oil depot of Belgorod, but Ukraine has not confirmed any strikes. The UK government has announced it will give Ukrainian forces a small number of anti-aircraft vehicles. On sports news, Cricket World Cup winner Asanka Gurusingha has resigned as the head coach and high-performance manager of the Nigeria Cricket Federation. In a letter sent to the board of the Federation, Asanka's resignation is in connection with health complications which will enable him to effectively conduct his role. Asanka was employed on December 1, 2020, and within this short period, he made significant impact in the game in Nigeria, notably bringing in more discipline to players' approach to the game and establishing a coaching development template that had been rolled out for Nigerian coaches. Asanka's resignation becomes effective on June 30, 2022. According to terms of his contract, the resignation has already been confirmed in a letter signed by the Secretary General of the NCF. And with that resignation story, we come to the end of the news. But remember, you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And the main news again. Anambra State government has commended Federal Safety Corps for intervention on roads. Anambra State Association of the Deaf has launched first magazine for deaf community for Southeast. Police Service Commission has commended use of CBT in constable recruitment. Russian government has accused the UK of provoking Ukraine into attacking Russia territory. And here's a special message. Governor Chukwuma has come for a total turnaround, maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's the news. Thank you so much for watching. I am Nonya Nwokoye. Good morning and have a great day.